Here we are, folks. It's Thursday, it's the anneal reveal, and we got some jumbo pieces right here, right now. We got Bess and Matt working on the camera, showing Matt how to do it, because we want to handle this on Wednesdays going forward, the day they're actually down, and then have a day to edit this and get it prepped for you guys so it looks nice and tasty. So that's the plan going forward, but for now, we're in the shop here. You got Oliver behind me running around. You got Joey making pumpkins over here, but he can't even see what he's doing. There he goes. So that's what we're doing right now, folks. And here's the pieces from the show. There's a little bit of treachery involved. You might not see it yet, but it was a pretty crazy show. We had the whole crew here, everyone but Matt with the concussion. We asked for a little love on the show for him, and hopefully you guys sent it out in the universe. But it started up with the warmer-upper here. This was one heck of a warmer-upper. Somebody's going to be grinding this guy right down flat. The cool thing about grinding this is that you don't need to push down the glass at all when it's on the grinding wheel. The weight of this glass, which is a lot of weight, is going to just push it right down. You just pretty much have to hold it steady while you're doing it. But this is Chris's warmer-upper splash. Super crazy color going on. Got on the outside too. A couple nice shop finger marks on there. We all got our hands on it at one point already. Did you get your hands on it, Bess?
Not yet.
Well, it's gonna happen. But it's pretty darn sweet. It's super heavy. This is what Chris was talking about on the show with that beautiful C word he used. And super cool connection. That was a honker and a nice warmer-upper. Turn your hands on that piece. It's pretty insane. These pieces are, we got so much going on. We haven't figured out how we're going to be selling them or what the plan is yet. So just bear with us. It was the 200 show. There were a lot of moving parts, so we're figuring out how to get it done right now. Number 2 was the jumbo mug. It's pretty serious. It's a monster mug. It's like, it almost just feels weird holding it by the handle. It's like I feel like a little kid, you know? But it's pretty heavy too, but it's blown out thinner. I'd say it's probably about the same amount of glass as that splash, at least on the body, but blown out a lot thinner. Your thumb fits real nice right in the thumb saddle, just like that. And it's pretty good, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to do some sort of celebratory gulp from this. Good dunk. Almost just put my head in it, but I'm not going to right now. But it's hefty, and there's no cracks, nothing. It's a beautiful break on the bottom. This is a pretty one-of-a-kind piece that we made. Colors are bright. Someone mentioned we should have done the perps after the fact, but this is what we had out, and we were rolling, and someone's going to be the first person to drink from it. It's going to take 2 hands for sure. But that's pretty serious. I didn't really know we could make pieces at this scale and have them turn out like that. So the door has been opened, and we're going to be making some crazy stuff going forward. We'll see what happens. The gnome turned out incredible, you guys. Take a look at this guy's schnoz. Right up into his nostrils. He's got some nice boots. Joey and I double teamed the swirls on the beard. He's huge. Chris made an incredible hat that fit on there just perfect. And then you turned it around and you notice the treachery. If we were live, I'd ask you guys why you think this happens and see what you think. But if some of you remember, and I know I made a video to our VIP supporters on YouTube at one point that explained that a lady had came in with a bunch of color, and we had bought a bunch of color off of her, but it was Weisenthal. It was a different brand of color, and we compatibility tested a bunch of them. The yellows and the reds didn't really work, and I guess the brown, which got mixed in with our batch, didn't have a name on it or anything, was also mixed in there and incompatible. So I just grabbed a chunk of brown. Should have thought more ahead and maybe thought about that, but we made it through the whole piece. Everything was great. And the cracks really are only on the inside layer. There's a couple that come to the outside, one big one on the side here. But all that stuff, there's no texture on the outside. It's all in between the color and the clear, not wanting to fuse with each other and sit together real nice. So it's almost like there's a bunch of little bubbles in there, which there also were because we hit the pineapple mold. But it's sturdy, it's strong, it's not going to break, it's not going anywhere. But we don't know if we could sell that, and that's a total bummer and a disappointment. But once we sign all these, this will be a great memory for us here in the shop to remember the 200 show and think about the start of many big pieces that are going to be made going forward. So that's cool. It's a silver lining. And then for the giveaway, Chris made a tiny tree. The plan was to make a nice small tree, and that's what he did. And that's going to be the giveaway from the show. Crazy texture, some different colored leaves going on in there, and a green, grassy green base. I'm going to bring it over and show you the bottom of this tree trunk because the color is insane. Look at that. The very bottom part's ridiculous. The texture on the leaves is ridiculous. And it's hefty. Really nice thing that we didn't have any cracks, fractures in the base when we're casting something up that big. We had to let it sit there for a really long time in order to not have it be too hot when we stuck the tree on there. So I was nervous that we were really letting it sit too long and we'd have a bunch of micro fractures on the bottom of it and possibly break the whole base. But the timing worked out really good with it and pretty hardcore. So I hope everyone got their E-News giveaway answers in there for next week. We'll be letting you know. We'll be doing a drawing and someone's going to win that. Shipping's going to be a little more than I think what we normally charge if you guys aren't local. And Robin's going to be putting some serious work in on that thing. So we'll see what happens. But it was a beautiful show. It opened up a lot of ideas, a lot of doors for us. And it was pretty darn cool, folks. So that's Thursday for you. We got the experimental show coming out on Sunday. Tuesday, we're going to have a Valentine's Day show, get back into the regular swing of things. We're talking about ways to get some charities involved in our live shows. We're talking about when we'll do bigger shows again in the future, which we can't do them every single week. Took a lot of time to turn that hole. It was about 2 hours of heat to come up to the actual temperature we worked at. And just a lot going on to make that all happen, but we'd love to do more of them, so that's getting planned out too. And there's a million things going on. My head's honestly full, but these guys are doing a great job holding it down over here, and that's it. Maybe let's get a nice up-close video of putting on this pumpkin stem to seal the deal.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I think Jake said he was going to wear his Cupid's outfit for the Valentine's special.
I'm getting my Cupid's outfit on.
Yeah.
This looks like a cobalt blue, and we're doing black powder ribs on the outside. Here comes Oliver. It looks like he's got a nice stem. Gold brown, perhaps.
Gold brown. Spritz.
Looks a little chilly, but he's doing it.
Rip it. Rip it. Roll
Even
it.
temperature. Perfectly even. Look at this. Yeah, baby.
It's extremely satisfying to watch that.
So satisfying. Would you look at that? That's tight. That's textbook how to do it right there, folks. Put that one on YouTube, which is exactly what we're going to do. And all you pumpkin makers out there, you just got a lesson. These guys have been doing it for about 9 years and about 2 weeks, so the collective knowledge is really coming together on that piece.
Good work, Oliver.
We appreciate you guys. We're going to catch you on Sunday, and we'll catch you live on Tuesday. Have an amazing time.
Make sure to put all the good gets the cover photo.